Howdy everybody. So this week you all are doing a still life drawing. So to do that we have to set up a still life. So we just need to find some objects. Artists use still lifes for multiple reasons. Mostly though it's just, everybody's got junk laying around, and so you just set up an arrangement of objects and you try to draw it or paint it or reproduce it in whatever medium you are working with. So let's see what we got here. I've got some boxes of stuff laying in here that we would normally draw if you were in person, but that's okay. Got some jugs and things. We don't want that though. No. Let's see what we got in here. Hang on. Let's get up here and look. We'll take that bottle. That's a good one. Let's put that one up there. All right, now. Let's see what else we got. I've got some fake apples. I dropped one, but let's see. I got another one right here. So we'll take an apple. All right. There's two objects. Normally you want to have an odd number, so you want somewhere between 3 and 5 objects in your still life. Depending on how complex they are. If they're really complex, you may do 3. If they're really not that complex, you may do something more. So here's our bottle and our apple. That's a start. Let's see what else we got. I've got some other stuff laying over here. So we got, I got a couple skulls. Probably use one of those. Let's just grab this guy. All right. Old chompers. This is not a real skull. It's a reproduction. Set that down there. All right, now. What else? We need, so we got 3, but we need a couple more. Oh, I got an idea. How about books? Old books are good. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got in here. All right. I had to pack like all of my classroom chairs and some other things in here. So it's kind of a mess. I'm going to try to get out of the way now. All right. See if I can get to this book here. Grab this one. All right, I got it. All right. It's like somebody took a bite out of that one. How that won't do. Let's see what else we got. Now, if you get a book, that's fine. You don't necessarily have to draw all the. Hang on, I got it. You don't have to draw all the stuff on it if you don't want to. Sometimes it's helpful to try to draw, like if there's got some images or something on the thing. So here's a book. There's 4. Let's see, we need one more thing. So, and I'm going to post some images and stuff on the project, as well as some examples from one I did last semester when we first went to remote. But I need one more thing. Let's get this little jar that I made. This little clay jar we would make if y'all were here and able to work with clay. So let's take that. So you want a nice variety of objects. Really, I probably would spend more time kind of finding something else. I'm not sure about the jar and how that's going to work, but we'll see if we can get it in there. So now we need to arrange these things. And so what we need to think about is like, okay, how is this going to look once we put it into the frame of the drawing? So we need to consider that in our arrangement. So let's take the bottle. Let's move this out of the way. Let's take the skull. Let's put it in there. Let's maybe take that. Let's slide the book in. Okay, and then we'll set our apple up here and set it back. So that's okay. That's not too bad. I might sit here and play with it a little bit more. Just to get it. So that's pretty well contained. So you want to think about, okay, so am I going to draw this in portrait? Or if it's more spread out this way, am I going to do it in like landscape? But you want to try to fit most of it within the page and take up as much of the page with it as you can. This is a pretty decent little still life here. One thing you need to consider is like light source. So that's not really that important this week. You're just doing line drawings, but next week we're going to come back and shade these, so we need to be thinking about, let's open the blinds up here. I'm going to turn the lights off. So you want to set this up next to a window or a lamp where you can have just a singular light source. And then we're going to do a different one next week, but just so you're aware. So what that does is if you can have that singular light source, then you can arrange this thing and you can work out all the shadows and things. So like I want like that, and then so like I've got like some shadows going. So then, because eventually, we'll have to draw all the shadows and things too. So you'll have to be shading that. So you have to be able to see those shapes. And if you've got one singular light source, it creates more contrast and creates a better feeling. And it makes it easier to see those shadows and things. So like if I set the apple's really dark, but you can kind of see. So it's like lighter here and darker here. So, that's pretty much it as far as like setting up a still life. Oh, one thing I forgot. One thing you can do, might be a good idea. I did have a bunch of cloth and like stuff like that, but I got into a cleaning mode when I was trying to make some space and kind of tossed a bunch of stuff. So we can do, I've just got an old apron here, I'm going to use it, but you can take a piece of cloth, kind of lay it out so you've got some nice folds and creases and things like that. And you can set your still life up. On top of that, you don't want it to sit really well, but so let's just do that. And let's take this jar, put that in there, and we're not going to fool with the apple for that. So like, then that gives you just like something to kind of sit all this in. And drawing cloth is something that it's good practice. So if you if you've got a little bit of experience with this stuff, this might take it a step further, something to consider. Just take your time with your line drawing. Remember, we are not shading this week, so do not shade your drawings. Just lines, just outlines, and just line it out. And you can see my examples in the assignment for that. But anyway, I hope you all do well. Take your time and do good work. We'll see you around.